Hey guys, welcome back. Oh god. I was having a fight with the Allfather today because you know me and my general amount of wisdom, which is none at all. And we were arguing back and forth about why I would or would not work with him. And I'm like, "Meh, meh, 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 meh," and he's like, "Meh, meh, 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 meh." Loki broke. Loki broke and starts screaming at both of us and asking, he's looking at me and goes, you wear all black and you have a bad temper and you kill your enemies if you could. Who the hell do you think is your patron? Ah! And then he's yelling and he's getting this really like heavy metal sound to his voice and like just volume. And Odin and I are looking at each other laughing because we broke Loki. And he's just getting angrier and angrier the more we're laughing. And we're just sitting there laughing hysterically. And he's so pissed off. And I said, look, we broke Loki. Oh my god, Odin, we broke Loki. We did something together for once. Loki's over the corner like, I'll fucking kill both of you. So it was great. We broke Loki. That's what I did today. I'm smelling it again, guys. I'm smelling really strong cherry tobacco, and I thought it was Veles, and it could be Veles, but could also be Odin. Most of the Northern European pagan gods have a lot in common. It's sometimes hard to suss out when who you're dealing with, especially when they're a trickster, and maybe they don't want you to know, because maybe there's something they're after. Odin's celebrating. He's back. We're like, we broke Loki. This is awesome. So Loki's broke. We're sorry. No, we're not. We were having a fight. It was actually none of Loki's business. Odin keeps coming around, and it's almost like, I think I've told you guys before, you almost feel like you're being courted by God in a sense. And he keeps trying to see why we can't work together, and he was very bad mood today because the Wolfle came in, and the Foxhole came in, and the Book of Runes came in. And why can't I just accept that he wants, a certain kind of working relationship with me and everything else? And you know me in research, I always have to go out and research a thing to death. And I'm going out to research, which I think he both admires and it frustrates the hell out of him because it never works out in his favor. And I was doing research and I came across a contingent of pagans that are gods or space aliens. Stupid makes my head hurt. And I just got so pissed off and I'm like ready to tear through the house and I'm roaring about it and I'm like, how stupid can they be? And you know what pisses me off? They appropriate our symbols and they say they're ancient alien symbols. Fuck off. Go bother the Christians. So, look, he's like, he's definitely your patron. So it was just pissing me off, and I have noticed every time the Allfather and I work together, there's something I have to face. And one thing I have to face about him is that I can think somebody's the biggest wanker on the planet, and if Odin can find them useful, he will work with them, and he's not going to apologize to me because I can go fuck myself. He get along so well. He doesn't actually swear. I'm the one that loses my temper first and starts yelling, so then he starts yelling back, because if we're going to trade insults, he's better at it than Loki. We just get into it. And it was very cleansing, because it was like a lot of pent-up rage, which I think I also get from him. Because we're supposed to be civilized today. I can't just take a hammer and go bash my neighbor in the head because the ass clown woke me up at 6:30 a.m. banging on random shit. We can't do that anymore. It may have been acceptable in society at one time, but it's not acceptable now. So you're letting that shit go. And you're letting the random ass neighbor on the other side go. And all these tensions build up, and sometimes we forget to find something constructive to do with all that rage before we fucking kill people. And the thing was, I think it was also a reminder of we can be sweet and kind and gentle, just as the Allfather does have that capacity, believe it or not. But there's also nothing wrong with falling into a blind rage and being total berserker at times, because when I used to lose my temper as a child, I just fucking went off. And you guys can see I still will just go fucking off on stuff. And it's instantaneous. It's like bam, and I can't fight it. And the more I try to fight it, the worse it is. The best I can do is write it out and try to direct where my anger is going towards. So that is a time that I don't allow myself near weapons because I don't like gel. And I was like, okay, well, if, a lot of gods have used the patron orb with me. They're smart. They're not stupid. They know that means they'll get certain stuff, and they get their certain stuff, and they're like, yeah, I'm your patron, baby. And then after they get their stuff, they're gone. You don't see their ass again until they want something. And, okay. Specker, you said ass. And what was just really pissing me off is, there are people that make a sideshow out of our religion, and you know what I mean. I don't mean out their beliefs, I just mean they tell you the easiest to digest shit so that you'll follow and subscribe, or you'll buy their book or something, and they make it so fucking easy peasy. It's like, this is terrible, and I think this would actually hurt you. Because if that God is not kicking your ass and making you cry, that is not the God for you. Our gods are not kind. You want kindness and love and gentleness. I'm not trying to be mean, but go find Jesus. Even Boulder will kick your ass. He will. He will get pissed off at me and he will yell. And he will say you're going in the wrong direction. Usually after he and his father and I have had a fight. We can fight quite a bit. Mostly because we'll start working together and then one of us will lose our temper real fast. I'll try to tease him like I tease Loki. It will not go over well because he will think it's disrespectful. And then he's mad at me because I'm pulling back because he didn't like being teased. And then he's like, oh, you just don't want to work with me. I said, you're already looking for a fight. I am not looking for a fight. Yes, you are. And Loki's just over in the corner like, so we broke Loki, which is always great to do. And I warned Loki, I said to Loki, if I ever fully give in and I start working with the Allfather a lot, I said, you know me, I tend to absorb characteristics, or the said characteristics, of the god I'm working with. When I'm working with Loki, I'm a total abrasive smartass. When I'm going to be working with the Allfather, Loki said, death's not funny. Stop laughing. Yes, it is. Anyhow, if I start working with the Allfather, then my personality will shift to match the god I'm working with. I've noticed I have a tendency to do that. When I'm working with Balder, I'm nice and I'm kind, and yet I still, think about the military. When I'm working with Dionysus, so forth and so on, what have you. And when I work with the Allfather, people's stupidity just actually physically hurts me. It's just so fucking annoying. And I have been going around doing research. We know I do research every day. I don't know where it came from. And I saw one of those people that they're trained to deny their true nature. They were talking about animism. And as long as they were talking about animism, they were hippy dippy dipped in granola sweetness, kitten rainbow fart poop something. They were the damn nicest person on the planet. But they don't believe in our gods, and they proceeded to go after our gods with all the hatred in their heart. And they know they can do this because they went to a college and they got a degree. Well, I went to a university, bitch, so I outrank you. So I didn't like this person. I'm like, they're full of horseshit. They're hoping you saw the 2 good articles where they're a nice, peaceful Mother Earth bullshit. And the moment they heard about our gods, they showed their fangs, because our gods are somehow, in their tiny little uneducated mind, a threat to their crunchy granola horseshit. Which doesn't work, because if it did, they wouldn't have lost their fucking mind over the concept of gods. And I'm like, This is why I hate humans as a species. So it was actually really good, we thought. And it was really good that we can agitate each other, because to me that's actually a good sign too. The gods I've always and ever gotten along with best, in the beginning we fucking hated each other and they'd keep coming around. I'm like, what do you want? We don't even like each other. We're gonna work together. No, we're not. Yes, we are. And then finally you're like, fine, we'll work together. You'll see. So we'll see. I looked at the rune book. I kind of sort of recognized some of the runes, but unfortunately it's to teach children our runes, and so there's like no meaning, which is probably just as well. It's just the pronunciation, and it's like, I just don't feel them calling me. I can recognize one or two, but to me it's redundant to go ahead and learn a special frou-frou language, all due respect to the All-Father who wants to kill me now. Because I can speak and write in English. I can cast cards and think and do everything in English. There's no logical reason for me to go get runes and cast them. To me, that's just me. It's just, I don't like this system. It's just like there are certain tarot decks that you pick them up and people that read tarot know what I mean. That deck don't like you. That deck is not going to work with you. It's the same thing if you go by Athame or anything else you work with, ritually. You can tell if something likes you or not. And it doesn't have to be belief in animism. It can just be your energy is not working with whatever latent energy is in that thing. Some people don't believe that. They think tools are tools, and if you can't get it to work, you're just not suited to it. It could be that too. But it's like, I'm just never going to be really good with the runes. I think the main part of where all this was heading towards and where we had a fight in Broke Loki was that I'm seeing so many people appropriate our gods, either for hate or because our gods are popular at the moment because of the Marvel movie. So let's go grab those gods and appropriate them and turn them into space aliens or whatever other easily digestible horseshit works. And it makes me mad because those may be people very well that our gods want. And it's going to be very hard to take people off a diet of easily digestible stuff where they're never challenged and say, yeah, they're going to kick your ass, but you're going to love them for it because you have to grow as a person. The only God that loves you as you are is Jesus. There's a saying among heathens, at least on Pinterest, and I think you all know it. Jesus loves you. Odin wants you to grow the fuck up. That's the difference. So, it's been a day, but the plushies are very cute. I actually sat around for a while today doing a little puppet show in front of the camera. Don't worry, you won't see it. It's not that kind of channel. They are adorable. They're very cute. And Odin will use sweet to get in with you, but he will also kick your ass for you as well. So today was definitely, I'm trying to be nice here, and now I'm losing my temper day, which was fine. If he'd be entirely sweet, I won't want to work with him because I can't work with that because you guys know I have the worst fucking temper on the planet and I don't know where I get it from. Look, he's back here. Not me. That's him. You dress all in black and you're a moody bitch. You belong to Odin. Thank you, dear. So, you guys like what you see? Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.